Hey there. Well, good morning, everybody. How you doing? I'm Mark, Reverend Mark from Center for Spiritual Living, Palm Springs, California. I think most of you know who I am if you're watching me right now, but I'm glad that you're here. Start your day with me, and I'm glad to start my day with you. So, we do this together, right? That's kind of the way I look at it these days. We have each other. We need each other with all that's going on in the world. We need to create our posses, our people, our peeps that we can support each other on our path. So no matter where we are on this planet Earth, wherever we're watching from or sitting, I know that on some level we're all together. That we're all one on some level. In the science of mind, we talk about that. We say that there's a one mind, one power, one source, and we're all connected to it. And we know that this divine presence is within each of us, and right now, in this moment, and that we're all connected. And so for this, we give great thanks for this knowledge and for that wisdom that we get from the science of mind and our teachings. So glad that you're here. And had a beautiful morning this morning. Started out with a walk in the park at Ruth Hardy Park. They have a wellness park over there. It's really sweet. And we played this kind of really fun game where we all got connected. And then we went for a really nice mindfulness walk around the park. And beautiful morning here in Palm Springs. The weather temperatures are starting to get a little cooler. We do a practice called PMA. I call it Present Moment Awareness, PMA, because we have these amazing, brilliant minds, and they could be quite busy, so it's helpful and beneficial for us to carve out a little time to really be totally present in the moment. And so that PMA, Present Moment Awareness practice, is so powerful because we have these brilliant minds with the ability to project into an imagined future and to remember a past and conjure up all kinds of stories and think about all kinds of stuff, randomness, whatever, right? That's what our mind does, and that's okay. But to actually stop everything and to just be in this moment, sitting in this spot, breathing this breath, that's quite the practice. It's not really actually easy to be totally present in the moment because we have such brilliant minds, and that's a good thing. And yet we want to be able to observe what is arising in our mind and be present even with that. So this morning I'd like to do a little practice, and this morning's practice I'm going to share something I get out of the book, the Unity reading this morning. It's about listening. The one that I found this morning, and it's about creating that space to just stop and to listen deeply to that inner voice, that inner wisdom, that higher power that is within each of us. So let's begin just by observing our body, just noticing your body sitting right where you happen to be sitting in this moment, right here, right now. And take a few nice, fuller, conscious breaths as we bring our attention inward. And just noticing our body sitting here breathing. This amazing, beautiful body is breathing our lungs and beating our hearts right now. As we quiet and still the mind, we align with this inner sanctuary of peace. And we quiet and still our mind and just allow ourselves to just be right where we are, just as we are, and allow the world to be just as it is. So when we do this, we create that space to observe what's present in this moment for you, what's present in this moment, in this alive moment, observing all that we're observing with these five senses, with our thoughts and emotions, and creating a space to observe in a neutral and non-judging way. Noticing the rise and the fall of the breath. Nothing we have to do, nowhere we have to go. And just observing what is present. In this morning's reading, I quiet my heart and I listen to that inner voice of wisdom, the voice of spirit. During the course of a busy day, I may hear all kinds of things: conversations, music, sounds from nature, traffic, distractions, and even my constant self-talk. Sometimes all that I'm hearing may numb me to the more intentional act of listening. As I listen, I become aware to that voice of spirit. Its comforting, guiding presence feels like a homecoming, a sanctuary within our own heart, a place of refuge. As I settle into a tranquil environment and I begin to relax my body, I begin to relax my mind, my whole being, I create a welcoming space to listen to the assuring voice of spirit, the inner wisdom, this discernible inner knowing. I breathe deeply and I rest in this space. As I move through my day, listening attentively for that voice of inner wisdom, the voice of spirit that expresses through all people and through all of life. And so for a few minutes now, I invite us all just to go within, listening to the sounds of the music this morning. Creating that space to just be, to practice present moment awareness, this moment, sitting in this spot, observing this breath, just observing all that we're noticing in this moment. As we practice observing in a neutral and non-judging way, whatever arises, any distractions we may notice, whether distractions in our environment around us or in our own head, it's okay. Just noticing and observing and listening to that still small voice within, the inner guidance. It's like an ancient wisdom that's within each of us. And we tap into it and align with it now by simply stopping, observing the rise and the fall of the breath. Listening within. In this moment, we could ask the inner wisdom, that still small voice, for guidance. This place, we listen to that inner peace that soothes our soul. our mind, our body, our very being. Observing the rise and the fall of the breath in this moment, right here, right now. Taking some fuller, conscious breaths. As we begin to bring our attention back to this present moment, right here, right now. We can bring this awareness throughout our day, this present moment, this PMA practice, this present moment awareness practice. We can weave it throughout our day. We can stop at any moment. I remember I did this practice once right in the middle of New York City, and all that busyness and chaos swirling all around me. It's quite fascinating what you see when you really stop and just give yourself that space to listen. Life seems to expand. You know, we see so much more. And same when I'm out in nature, same thing. And when I definitely hear way more sounds of nature and birds. And when I do that, when I practice and actually stop everything and just be totally present in this moment. Of course, with the busyness of our day, we can't do that all day, I guess, right? Because, but we could kind of weave it in and kind of have that kind of general essence of that present moment awareness, even though we might be busy, you know, with all that we've got going on. So I invite you today to share this practice with everyone you touch today, with everyone you come in contact, and in your way of just being present. We do touch others, you know. So thank you so much for joining me this morning. I'm looking forward. I'm here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Of course, we're here every morning at 9:15 a.m. To do our morning practices, and I'm so glad that you all join us. And I know we are definitely doing this together, even though we're not in the same room. So join me tomorrow night if you can. Tomorrow night I'm doing the Wednesday night Wisdom Share, and it's called A World That Works for Everyone. And if you look on our website, CSLPS, you'll see all the information how to connect on the Zoom call. Or you might find that right here on this Facebook page. So anyway, thank you so much for all your love and support and so many ways that you do that. And I look forward to seeing you around. Make it a beautiful day.